Greetings, now let's take a look at what we have with Mercenary in the Dark Exile. First, let's take a look at the Merc inventory. You can see two new slots in the inventory, one for amulets, one for rings, which means now you can equip them with such trinkets to make them more effective.
I'll put that to good use.
Furthermore, all Mercs can equip offhand items, not only the Iron Wolves. As for Rogue Scouts in Act 1, her offhand item would be arrow quivers, including magic quivers, of course. And her attacks would not consume the quiver quantity. As you see, the Rogue Scout's outfit changed to chainmail and longbow, much more good looking. And she's always running, definitely faster I mean. I also gave them a bow mastery skill for all factions similar to Barbarian weapon mastery skills. And each of them can summon a raven for you that matches their faction. The raven has proper damage and excellent light radius. They also have a chance to cast terror on attackers when get hit. For the fire arrow faction, she can also use exploding arrow and immolation arrow before 1.12. Cold arrow faction added ice arrow and freezing arrow to her skill list. As we all know that ice arrow can freeze target for quite a long time, and freezing arrow is a very deadly damage skill. I'm proud to say that I added a brand new Holy Arrow faction of Rogue Scout. Her offensive skill list includes Magic Arrow, Holy Arrow, and Exorcist Arrow. Exorcist Arrow is the same as the Paladin version, and Holy Arrow is a powerful single target damage skill, converts 100% physical damage to magic, ignores undead creatures' resists. Both the two new skills, along with her Raven, are extremely lethal to undead and demon creatures. If you want to best certain areas, just take her with you. A desert mercenary uses flag, quill, and tail fringes in offhand to gain extra benefits and block chances.
Put that to good use.
Thanks to a base mode function, Desert Mercenary's detailed aura type could be displayed on the hireling panel. Levels of these auras would not have an earlier limitation, always scaling with the Merc's level. Abandoned Blizzard feature retrieved. Now, only offensive and defensive types may have auras, but these two types' jab skill is same as vanilla, which is weaker than the modified Amazon version. And combat type would be a totally physical melee fighter who has multiple combat skills. Here comes the aura types: normal offensive, blessed aim, normal defensive, defiance, nightmare offensive, thorns, nightmare defensive, prayer, hell offensive, might, hell defensive, totally fully synergized, holy freeze. You see, this is a newly hired one without any equipment, and Holy Freeze is quite powerful. Alright, now let's introduce the combat type. His skills are Jab, Fend, Smite, Thrust and Polar Mastery, Sacrifice without HP cost, and a special type of Burst of Speed. Unlike the Aura ones, his jab skill is the highly enhanced Amazon version and could be further synergized by Fend. When Burst of Speed activated, his hit recovery and block animation length would be reduced to 1 frame. Also, with the new logic of Smite, if wielding a weapon with Weapon Smite, he can stun target for a long time, so unholy weapons such as tridents or scythes may not be proper for smiting. Iron Wolves now also have better outfit, a change to crown, breastplate armor, and kite shield. He can block with shield now, and has a chance to cast warping on get hit. Such modifications would make him harder to kill. They are casting much more types of spells that synergy each other, and no longer useless anymore. Fire Iron Wolves would cast Firebolt, Fireball, Hot Wave, Diablo 1 Inferno, Hydra, that passively enhanced by Fire Mastery. Lightning Iron Wolves would be casting Charged Bolt, Lightning, Lightning Strafe, Lightning Wall, and Thunder Orb. They are also enhanced by Lightning Mastery. Thunder Orb is a brand new spell that casts a lightning orb moving slowly forward and keeps spraying lightning bolts at targets around. When hitting walls or expired, would burst a circle of charged bolts. The orb itself has no damage and doesn't collide with monsters, would just move through them. Cold Iron Wolf spells are Ice Bolt, Ice Blast, Frozen Armor, Glacial Spike, Blizzard. Of course, they are also enhanced by Cold Mastery. Thanks to the base mod function, now Barbarian Mercs can have two independent different types. Let's try the Sword faction first. As you can see, his outfit is also changed. Now he's wearing heavy armor, no helmet, and a very large sword. His equip system is almost the same as the vanilla, but uses jawbone, heart, horn, and fang fringes in offhand for extra benefits and blocking chance. A Sword Barbarian uses Bash, Concentrate as combat skills, Rage as buff skill, and Sword Mastery, Iron Skin, Natural Resistance as passive skills. Now let's take a look at the brand new axe faction. As you can see, he's wielding two axes. That suggests he might be a dual wielder. Congratulations, that's correct. However, if you want to just simply equip an axe in his offhand, you could see it's impossible. Don't worry, that's because he would need a specific type of axe to be equipped in his offhand, the offhand axe. They can't be dropped or purchased. The only way to acquire one is to transform a common one-handed axe within the cube. What you need to do would be input any one-handed axe except the throwing axes, along with any offhand items, which means shields, fringes, quiver, into the cube, then convert. This conversion would be eternal, can't be reverted. An axe barbarian fights like crazy. His combat skills are Double Swing, Frenzy, Berserk. Buff skills would be Rage, and uses Axe Mastery and Increased Speed as passive skills.